Good morning, students, and welcome back to a new chapter of computer, that is chapter 10 Scratch. So today we will start this chapter and we'll see the introduction of this chapter, that what is Scratch, and some different parts of a Scratch window, and what is script and what is a sprite. So we'll see all these things. We'll recall some of the things which we have already learned in Scratch. So let's start the class. So for that, let's open Scratch application. So now our Scratch window is open. So Scratch window is basically divided into four different sections, in which first section is the stage, this area where the sprite performs any action according to the script which you have written. This is the stage, the top left corner of the Scratch window. Then below that, the bottom left corner of the Scratch window, that is the sprite and backdrop area. So from here you can change your sprite on the stage, you can apply some background to the stage. So for changing that, you can use the sprite and backdrop area. Then this middle part is the code block area, where you get the different code blocks through which you will create your script. And the right side, this bigger area which you can see, that is the script area, where we create the script for our Scratch or for the sprite. At the top here, you get some of the options. First is file option. If you are saving the file, so related with the file, whatever file you have saved on your computer, or if you want to open them, you want to have some check for the updates for your sprite or Scratch application, then file tab you can use for that. Edit option is used for doing some editing in the Scratch window, whether if you want to make it a bigger stage or a smaller stage, you can change that layout. In tips tab, you get some of the tips related with the Scratch programming or writing the script. So some of the examples are provided. In the right side, you can see these are some of the examples provided by the Scratch, which you can use for learning. And then about is for, in about we get some of the terms related or knowledge about the Scratch window, what the creator of the Scratch says about it. So that we get in the about section. Then here you can see some of the icons are provided, in which the first icon is the duplicate icon. Now duplicate icon is used for creating a duplicate copy of something on your Scratch window. For example, suppose if you want to make a duplicate of this cat sprite. So click on the duplicate icon, your mouse pointer will change into the icon of duplicate which you have clicked on, and then you can click on the subject or the object which you want to duplicate. So here I want to make the cat sprite, a duplicate cat sprite. So just click on that and a duplicate cat sprite has been created. Now it is not visible because both are at top of each other. So let's see. So here you can see two sprites are there now. Now just after the duplicate option, you can see there is the scissor icon given. Now this scissor icon is used for deleting some object from your stage or from your script area. For example, suppose if you want to delete this duplicate sprite, click on this scissor icon, your mouse pointer will change into a scissor shape, then click on the object which you want to delete from your Scratch window. For example, suppose if you want to remove from your Scratch window that sprite, so just click on that and the object on which you will click, that will be deleted. Then just after the delete icon, you can see there is one more icon which is pointing outwards. So this is the grow icon. Now this is used for increasing the size of your sprite. So how to use it? So let's see that. Just click on the grow icon. Your mouse pointer will change into that icon, and then whichever object you want to increase the size of, click on that object as much times as much big you want it. So if you want 10 times bigger, then click 10 times on that. If you want 2 times only bigger, then click 2 times on that. So as much big you want, you can click on that much time. Once you have done, just click anywhere else and your mouse pointer will again become normal. Just in the right side of the grow icon, the next icon is the shrink icon. Now it is just the opposite of grow. Now grow icon was used for increasing the size of the sprite, whereas shrink option is used for decreasing the size of the object. So suppose if you want to decrease the size of this object, click on the shrink icon. Your mouse pointer will change into the shrink icon. Then click on the object or sprite which you want to decrease the size. So just click on that as much times as much smaller you want, and the sprite will become smaller. And once it is done, that just click anywhere else and your mouse pointer will become normal again. So these were some of the tools related with the scratch and sprite on your stage. Now for changing the background on the stage, or for changing the sprite, first let's see the sprite. Suppose if you don't want this sprite, you want some another sprite. So let's delete this sprite. So you have two options for deleting the sprite. First option you have already seen by using the scissor icon. Click on that and you can click on the sprite which you want to delete. Another option is right click on the sprite icon which you can see in the sprite and backdrop area. Right click on that and select the delete option. That's a particular sprite will be deleted. So click on the delete option and the sprite will be deleted. So whichever sprite you want to delete, right click on that sprite icon and select the delete option. Now for inserting a new sprite, here you can see new sprite icon is provided. Just click on that and the sprite library will open. So this is the sprite library. From left side you can select what category of the sprite you want to insert. For example, suppose I want to insert this sprite, just click on that sprite and the sprite will be inserted. So now the sprite has been inserted on your stage. Now you can click and drag on the sprite for changing the position of the sprite. Now suppose if you want this sprite to appear at this position, so just make it at that point by clicking and dragging the sprite to the location wherever you want to keep it. Then let's apply a background to the stage. So for applying the background to the stage, you need to click on the new backdrop option which is provided here in the left side. So click on that new backdrop icon and the backdrop library will open. So backdrop library has opened. So let's insert a background. So suppose I want to insert this one. Click on that, double click on that stage backdrop and that will be inserted. Now you can see that the stage background has been inserted. So now we have inserted the sprite and background also. Let's create a simple script for moving the sprite. Now how to create the script, let's see that. Well, let's recall that because we have already seen how to write the scripts in standard 4. So let's recall it once. Now for moving the sprite, all the code blocks you will get in the motion category. Now there are total 10 different categories for creating the scripts, in which first one is the motion, then looks, sound, pen, data, events, control, sensing, operators, more blocks. So I want this sprite to move several steps. So in motion category, because it is moving is related with the motion, so as we have, so as the movement of the sprite is related with the motion, so we'll have to come in the motion category. So click on the motion category and then you can select whatever the code blocks you want. So suppose I want to move the sprite, so I will select this code block. So click on that code block which you want to use and drag it in the script area. So we have dragged it here. Now when this sprite should start moving, we have to select that also. For that we need to come in the events. So event is the, in events category we'll get some of the starting and ending of the sprite. So when the sprite should start. So for example, let's select when flag is clicked. So here is the flag button. When you will click on that, then the sprite will start moving. I want it like that only. So I will select this and I will drag it and keep it at the top here. It is adjusted. Now let's click on the flag and see whether it is moving or not. So it is moving, but it is only moving once. I want it to keep moving. Now keep for continuously moving the sprite, we need to use here some controls which can keep repeating this code block. So for repeating this code block, we need to come in the control block, because control category will control the execution of the code blocks. So I want to repeat this move one. So how many times you can select that one also, how many times you want to repeat. So I want it to be repeated forever. That means it should always keep on moving. So let's bring this code block. So which code block I want to be repeated? So I want this one to be repeated. That is move. So just bring this and put it inside the forever code block and keep it here. So when you will click on the flag, it will start moving. But when it will start moving, you can just see that it will go outside of the stage because it is not returning back. So click on flag and you can see it has moved away outside of the stage. And it will keep on moving unless you do not click on the stop button. So this is how we create the script, and in this area, whatever the script you are creating, that should be created in the script area only. Middle section is the code block area where you get the different code blocks for your script. Then top left corner is the stage on which the sprite performs the action related with the script, and bottom left corner is the stage and backdrop area from where you can, sorry, sprite and backdrop area from where you can select the different sprite and different background for your stage. So in this class, till this much only. Next class, we'll learn some more tricks and more new things in Scratch. Till then, keep studying, stay healthy, stay at home. Bye, everyone.